Yo.
Crash and flow.
All right. Let's use this technology while the technology works. What do we got over here? Right off
Pedophiles.
The bat. Pedophiles, bro. And this is one of these things where it's like it's almost, it feels like it's not real. It's hard to feel that because here I'll tell you why. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me tell you why. Chris D'Elia was in a show. Okay, so for those people who are just, let's explain it a little
We're getting
bit.
right into it.
So Chris D'Elia is currently facing accusations that he was grooming girls under the age of consent, which is underneath 18. And there's been a couple ladies that have shared screenshots of text messages and other communications between them and Chris D'Elia, where he is acting creepy, to say the least. All right. So before I get into that, what I'm just going to say what's crazy is that Chris actually plays a pedophile character in a show called You, which is in the season 2. So it's one of these things where it's like, that seems crazy. What is he, hiding in plain sight? It's like what's that other guy who was touching little boys, but at the same time he had like a huge charity for
Kevin Spacey.
For boys? No, it was big in was it football or was it?
Ooh, I don't know this person.
Yeah. Okay, I'll figure it out. But anyway, it's like one of these things where they're hiding right in a spot where you don't think they would be hiding. Like it just doesn't,
Hiding in plain sight, playing the pedophile.
Exactly. So I looked into it. Watched a lot of shit. Okay, just trying to have a look and see what's going on over here. And there's tiers of problems over here. Okay, so first of all, so there's a couple women who have come forward, and they have screenshots. So again, nothing like totally not 100% confirmed, but these are screenshots of communications between themselves and Chris while they were young. Okay, we're talking 16, 17, right? Yeah. These girls are in high school, and the thing is that there's certain portions of the communication where, she tells him about her Instagram, and then he says he's followed. And if you follow at that time, you would see that there's pictures of her in high school.
And she looks like she's in high school, you think?
And she looks like she's in high school. Yeah.
Okay.
And so there's that, right? Now, so far, we haven't seen anything with regards to like, because he doesn't actually ask for nudes. He just asks for a picture, right? And then she sent him a picture of a panda. One of the girls sent a picture of a panda, whatever, that type of thing. So, he's towing that line. Now, there's a lot of other ones also that they're 19, 21, where he's still sliding into DMs and shit like this, and he's trying to talk to them as well. So it's not like all of them are underage. This doesn't make this any better. But the thing is that
we have to make a broad net.
Yes, exactly. And we have to we have to recognize at the very least that there's 16-year-olds and there's also like 21-year-olds. Now, what's crazy is
I like how fair you are about this breakdown of a thing that you're like, I looked into this. You do more research than the WHO. Like they didn't call China this much. Like, China, you got this? Yeah, it's fine. It's a panda, and they just
right. No, I went deep. And then he. So the thing is that it's the language that he uses in communication with these girls. He's 30 or 40 he's 30 during that time, because some of these emails happened back in like 2013, 15, that type of thing, right?
Yeah.
He's like, "You want to come over to my place and make out?" Like he's using terminology that is young terminology. Like he's an older guy. No one says that. Like if he's trying to talk up like a girl his age and or plus or minus like 10 years, right? You wouldn't say those things. But the way how he talks, it's like it's fine tuned to talk to younger girls. So that's pretty creepy. Overall pretty creepy. And then his face, it's pretty creepy.
Well, that face, You had me. As soon as those allegations came out, I'm like, he's doing some creepy. Look at this creep.
Right? Yeah.
It's like a creepy eagle.
This
Now
is
he's a
true.
creepy eagle. Yeah, it's true.
This is true.
Um, I wonder how many it's all it's gonna take is a few girls that are like very much high school. Like here's 6 examples, Chris
Yeah.
D'Elia.
I think there's already that much right now.
Yeah.
I think there's already that much with actual screenshots. So it's like okay, you want to say it's a well organized attempt to taking him down, or he actually did this. He just likes walking that line. Maybe he didn't actually sleep with him. Who knows? But the thing is like, dude, what are you doing anywhere in this vicinity?
I agree, but none of them accused him
No.
of sleeping with them. None of these women.
No.
No. Yeah,
he's
I know.
like more like, yo, you want to hang out in the green room?
Yeah,
wanna
you
do
want to
this,
just come back to my
Yeah,
place,
yeah,
kind of
yeah, yeah.
shit. Yeah,
Yeah,
you want
yeah,
to just you want to just hang out before the show in my car.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he did that, but that was a 21-year-old when he did that one, or he's like, yo, you wanna get nasty?
I don't know why she's even piping up.
Yeah, just quiet, you.
You're a 21-year-old. He's 30. You said no. I think that's the end of the story. I know it's not a creative.
No, one
pickup
of them
line.
actually slept with him. There was one of the end of the story
really?
was like, yeah, and it even said in the message, I don't regret it. So I'm like, why is this part of my research? Like, why did you?
I like how you're the one who's like, you're just clogging up my funnel, madam.
You know?
I have data to crunch.
So yeah.
Do you think he'll be fine?
Do I think Chris D'Elia is going to be fine? No.
No,
I don't think so.
I didn't think you'd say that.
Because here's the deal.
Yeah.
It's not because the thing is that none of these guys are going to be fine, right?
Hmm.
Louis C.K. wasn't fine. Other people wanted him to die.
Yeah,
But he
right.
lost like 30 mil, and I'm pretty sure he had like a rough couple years, and he didn't get to do the things that he wanted to do. I don't think he's fine. And I think
Yeah.
now, after like 4 years, was it 4 years or 3 years after it happened, right? Eventually Chris D'Elia is going to be fine. But like
I
everyone,
think Chris D'Elia is going to be fine immediately.
No.
Am I wrong?
I don't think so. I don't
Here,
think
this
so.
is,
Because
this is who I think he's going to be. Or go ahead.
okay, because the problem is
Yeah.
it's almost like he's just creepy, right? And so the thing is that like you can't even you'll never be able to prove that you're not creepy anymore. You know, because the other stuff is like an action, right?
Yeah.
What's his name? What's the brown dude?
Aziz
Got me
Ansari.
too. Yeah, Aziz Ansari. Aziz Ansari can change action. Like he can change his action, right? Not do that thing that people were pissed off about, right? Or Louis C.K. can stop jerking in front of women, right? He can have like from then on out clean record. He doesn't do it in front of nobody. Louis
Right.
C.K. has changed. He has become a better man. How does Chris D'Elia show that he's not a creep, especially after he played one as a pedophile? He's okay with it.
I didn't realize he played one on pedophile. I think number one, if you have pedophilic tendencies, you shouldn't accept a role as a pedophile, no matter what the platform.
Steer clear.
Yeah, steer clear. Even if it was a radio show and they're like, "Hey, you're just voicing a pedophile," and I was a pedophile, I might say no. I rather not. You know,
Yeah.
that way you don't get that light on you. Secondly, I think Chris D'Elia's fans do not care about him reaching out to girls on Instagram, and there's nobody that's actually said he's done anything physical at all.
Yeah, no, this is true. He
So
has.
as of right now, I'm like, this guy is gonna say
this is a ticking time bomb right now. Because
Well-
the thing is that it's muddied waters right now. It's going to be hard for him to be able to say anything else. By the way, he has responded. I can read it to you.
Yeah. I think it'll be along the lines of, go ahead, why don't you read it?
Okay.
Because he's just gonna be like, you know what? I'm
Right.
sorry, it's not what I meant. I've also done things in the past. I'm not proud of it. I'll move on and listen. That's
Here we
Louis'
go.
apology. Read it to me.
Here we go. I know I have said and done things that might have offended people during my career, but I have never knowingly pursued any underage women at any point. All of my relationships have been both legal and consensual, and I have never met nor exchanged any inappropriate photos with the people who have tweeted about me. That being said, I'm really, truly sorry. and I was a dumb guy who absolutely let myself get caught up in my lifestyle.
Lifestyle. I knew it. As soon as he said the L word.
That's my fault. I own it. I've been reflecting on this for some time, for some time now, and I promise I will continue to do better.
This guy's going to be just fine. This pedophile is going to be okay. He didn't sleep with anybody. No one's coming forward. He reached out to people to get pictures. He didn't even say they were going to be naked.
I know, but what I'm saying...
I'm saying nothing happens to Chris D'Elia.
Right.
I'm saying he didn't have any shows coming up that he has to reschedule. He didn't have to do anything. He has to wait a month. Just keep doing his podcast. Yeah. Nothing will happen. I think.
I don't know, man. I mean, it's easier to reform an actual like act. Like you don't do the thing anymore. I don't know what he's gonna be. He's just gonna be like super honest. Like anytime that he's gonna be honest and he'd be like, "Yo, I'm trying to break this down." He can't be. It's intertwined with who he is. He can't be like The Rock, where he's like, "I'm gonna be super earnest right now." He's never been earnest and never been an earnest.
But this seems like something he would do in the first place. Is just like if there's a few guys, you would expect them to reach out, and if they don't really do a double check on age, and Chris D'Elia seems like one of those guys. That's why I'm like, I don't know who had him at a pedestal any higher than somebody who would do something like this. Look at him. I could be wrong. Time will tell. But yeah, he didn't, he was inappropriate, but he didn't touch anybody. We can move on.
Okay. We can indeed move on. We'll see what happens.
I think everybody is. I don't think anybody's trying to go after the guy. I went on his Instagram. I checked out the top comment. Yeah. It was an LOL. That was it. That's how I know. You go to Amber Heard, you read a top comment, it's... she didn't even allow those anymore.
Dude, speaking of Amber Heard. Mm-hmm. Speaking of Amber Heard. Hold on one second. Here. Yo, you don't even know the Daily News comes through once more. Okay, once more, some new tea for you, brother. Hold on a second. I gotta bring this up. Wait, I gotta turn off my. You know what it is.
I don't know what it is now.
Okay. Okay. So apparently, they have testimony from a guy. Honestly, the Daily Mail's website is freaking cancer when it comes to pop-up. God damn it. All right. Exclusive. Cara Delevingne, allegedly. Cara Delevingne and Elon Musk and Amber Heard had a three-way.
Okay.
While he was married, while Amber Heard was married to Johnny Depp.
Okay.
And they have actual testimony from another party, a fourth party, that confirms the whole thing, under oath in the whole 9 yards. Okay.
I like how you became a paralegal and shit. Under oath, everything.
I know what I'm doing.
It's binding.
Yeah. Super binding. So, yeah. So Cara Delevingne is the most recent celebrity to get pulled into Johnny Depp's overall $50 million defamation lawsuit against Amber Heard.
So is he trying to prove that she was
she was unfaithful during that time, and she's crazy, and she cut off his finger, and she beat him up, and she punched him, and she slapped him. Yeah, he's going for broke at this point.
I bet you this. You can say whatever you want. That girl just gets a haircut, and everybody forgets about everything. You're like, check out her haircut. She got a short one.
Yeah, I don't know. It's getting crazy.
I hope so. I hope they catch her. This girl
it was Amber Heard's friend that came forward.
Man, this girl doesn't even have friends.
Confirms a three-way with Delevingne and Elon Musk. Elon Musk out there doing things.
Doing Elon things. I want to see what he says about it.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure, anytime that he has to take a pause to think about, is this morally wrong? And he's just been like, CEO of Tesla.
He would go, what would a robot do?
Who gives a crap? I do what I want to do.
I wonder how that's going to end up. That's a fun one for me.
Yeah, so Elon Musk apparently said he'd never had a threesome with Amber Heard and Cara Delevingne, which I think is an L. You should probably just take it. even if it's a lie, you should be like, you know what? It can't hurt my stock.
What if they bring him in? They're like, we need to come talk to you.
Right.
That would be horrible. Now he's under oath talking about a threesome.
Right.
You know?
It's so exciting. Yo, can you imagine? Can you imagine if he has to go on an oath, like, and then he has to say it, then the next time he goes on Joe Rogan's podcast, it's going to be amazing.
I would love nobody else to describe their sexual experience than
More
other than
than Elon Musk.
Yeah, Elon Musk would be just there talking in zeros and circles about symmetry and stuff like that. I can't even imagine. That'd be the best.
My God. I mean, even if it's not true, I wish it was. I hope it was.
Yeah,
You
I
know,
would
this
love
is-
to have like Elon and Russell Brand talk about their sexuality with each other. That would be the best. That would be.
Because
That
Russell
would be-
Brand is very forward with regards to
He's
his.
very forward.
Yeah, he'll let you know.
Yeah,
He'll let you know. Man, that guy lived.
he lived a life.
Yeah.
He lived it for a few people.
Yeah, yeah. Honestly.
He's like, yeah.
You're like,
He's like, I heard there was a famine somewhere. You know? Like,
I'm living for
Okay.
4 or 5 people. Freaking village.
jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If like really, if you compare your live experience
Mm-hmm.
of your entire life, and then just pull out a 5-year interval of Russell Brand's life, just a 5-year interval. What he has done in 5 years. Seen
Oh,
God, he's done DMT, cocaine, heroin, you name it. How many girls?
Yeah. He
And
might
you know
have
what's
time
crazy?
traveled.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
Here's the thing, though. He's a guy who doesn't go close to the line. That's why there's
You
no
know what?
problems.
That's the weird thing is now he's like no drinking, no smoking, like
yeah, no drugs, no
completely the
nothing, yeah.
opposite.
Yeah, yeah,
Crazy.
yeah.
Jiu-jitsu, blue belt.
Yeah,
That'll
Legit.
do it.
Legit.
That's an addiction.
You know, when you look at him, you're like, he probably throws up triangles, right?
Yeah, he throws some triangles,
Yeah,
some
throws up
darces.
yeah,
It's
he's
long,
probably,
wiry.
Yeah, he's so bony.
Yeah. You got to get behind that guy. You
Yeah.
get behind him, you get a body triangle.
Like
He's
trying to
dead.
smash that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like talking about food in Ramadan, man. It was like, yeah, we killed him.
Yo, but here's the problem, though, bro.
Tell me the problem.
Okay, I was about to swear, and then I realized that I'm okay. Everything's okay, brother. Everything's okay. The problem is, I used to have this energy, you know. I used to have. I used to spend this energy in the following manner. I would put on a piece of clothing that's ridiculously coarse and inflexible, right? I would get on a mat. I would run for a bit, and then for the next 30 minutes, I would try to break their arm, or strangle them, or suffocate them, and then right when they can't take it, they tap, and then after I let go, and that energy is not going anywhere anymore.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter how fast I run, nothing compares to try to snake your arm around someone's neck. Or like hand fight. Nothing compares, bro. There's
Yeah.
nothing. I am literally becoming like a junkie of like any type of dopamine hit. I'm going after because
Do you-
nothing compares.
Do you still like think about chaining submission and movements in your head? all
No,
throughout the
because I
day?
haven't done it
No.
for so long. I haven't, and now it's just a ball of it's an amorphous ball of energy that I don't know what to do with. So I'm just trying to
Oh,
spend it on
man.
stuff.
Yeah, you need a sibling or something or a sterile neighbor. Because, like, if you could just get, like, somebody who also wanted to roll right now,
Yeah.
it'd be a good situation.
Oh, it'd be
I don't-
great.
I
Can you
don't
imagine
think
if I-
your parents have the knees.
If, Hey,
Can you
Ma.
imagine? Ma! Ma, I'm somewhere in the house. You go about. I'm going to jump out of nowhere, try to choke you with your scarf, Ma.
This would be cool if Daniel Raza. Wow, I just threw out his full name, but it would be cool to live close to him.
Sure.
You know,
Yeah, you guys do
'Cause,
live
you know,
like
he
an
would-
hour
he would
away,
be,
but yeah, he'd be down.
he would. Be
That guy's
down.
addicted.
Yeah.
Also, they're having like COVID. You can go get a COVID test now. My buddy got a COVID test. You could just walk in, get a COVID test at a bunch of places in the city.
Oh, yeah?
Mississauga
We
and
have a
Toronto.
mutual friend that posted up their results.
Yeah, so
but
I'm
I
talking
thought,
about.
I thought that was through work. I didn't know that it was a thing. That it wasn't.
No,
so
you
it's
go
like a
in
pop
there.
up. You could just walk up.
You just pop up. You show them your nose. They go in, both of them. They
Mm-hmm.
come back out. They tell you you're okay.
You know, I would be hoping for both results.
Nostrils?
Both
do
results.
you mean?
One would be
Okay,
like,
why?
oh, you've never had COVID. I'm like, cool, that's good. Also, I also want him to find you've had COVID. It did nothing to you. That's
Right.
I feel like that would be even more badass. right?
I think so, but then I would have to call almost everybody I've met. And be like, hey, I
you
met
still
you. I
alive?
had COVID. I think we
How's
touched
your
each other's
grandparents?
elbows. You know?
No, you've
I
been
think
pretty...
we touched elbows, and I'm clear. I'm like careless with our elbows, so could happen.
Yeah, it could happen, man. Well,
Yeah,
you know,
I'm
you don't
gonna
want to lose. You don't want to lose some people.
No, I'm gonna get some COVID testing done. Should be
Okay.
fun.
Oh, you're gonna do it?
Yeah, why not?
I mean, it's free, right?
It's free. It's good to know if you don't have it.
I
If you
guess.
could also go with a few people you know, and you guys all get tested, you can actually hang out.
Right. Right.
You know, you can be in the same house.
Hey, you know what? Get it tested. Yeah, for sure, get it tested because we can start recording this fucking studio.
We should go get tested and then go to your place.
Yes.
Because if you don't have it, I'm assuming your parents don't have it.
No, they
And
don't.
if I don't have it, I can come in the house.
Yes, exactly.
So like,
Oh,
yeah, I
this
think
is great.
that's the way to do it.
This is exactly the way how to do it. All right,
Okay,
bro.
we do this and we get one guest.
Okay.
It has to be our best. Like we get somebody we like to have on, maybe Eric or Asad. Just
Right.
somebody we haven't had on
two
in a
that comes
while.
up. Man,
Yeah.
who else listens to this podcast and be like, oh, I wish that was our name? And it's like, it's so... we always...
I would take Antoine. I'd take
Yeah.
a couple. That's about it.
Yeah.
Those are our
Yeah,
repeat.
but
folks,
those are solid. We haven't had Asad on in a very long time.
Yeah, well, you know.
I missed
You know
it.
what? He had a scary thing.
Hey,
His
brother, missed him.
family was in Pakistan
Okay.
during the quarantine. He couldn't get his kid or his wife back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they came back, alhamdulillah, before Ramadan. But
Right.
before Ramadan, while everything was locked down, I was like, hey, how are you doing? He's like, yeah, my kid and my wife are in Pakistan. And that's when we thought this was going to kill everybody.
Right.
So I was like, oh, shit. You don't want to be
Yeah,
in
I
a
guess you
third
could be
world country?
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, positives and negatives, right? Mm-hmm. He's living single again, but he doesn't have that. He has the anxiety of a person who's in a relationship. That's the problem.
Hey, Yasin, just so you know, there's no positives when you're... When you're the father of a kid, you can't be like, at least I'm getting to live the single life when she's not here.
Well, I mean, the thing is that like if she's not in danger,
she's in danger though.
Yeah,
she's
Yeah,
in Pakistan.
It's Pakistan.
And if you're in Pakistan and there's no quarantine,
Yeah.
you're still in danger. Because outside it's Pakistan and a rickshaw that's not following rules.
fair. Let me just put this light on a little bit.
Oh yeah, man, put that light on. Makes all the difference in the world.
Good enough for now. Anyway, yeah, man. So that's good. Don't lose people.
Don't lose people.
Speaking of losing people, brother.
Yeah.
You know that feeling that you get when you read Harry Potter, and then you get to book number, what's the last one, 7?
Yeah.
And then there's no more pages to read, and then you're like, but where are my friends though?
Yeah.
Right, because they've been living in my head for so long that they felt like real people, and now I don't get to hear from them anymore, and you feel super sad. Now that doesn't happen very often anymore. Let's face it, everyone's binging a show, and so the value of people in the shows goes down because we just watch so much shit, right? But I just finished recently watching all of Modern Family, 11 seasons. And it just finished. It just finished like just before COVID. In fact, when they were doing like the wrap ups and stuff like that, they had to do it remotely or post thing. So kind of interesting. They just squeezed it in there. But good Lord, man, it felt like I lost some friends.
No way. I never got into that show. I never watched more than 5 episodes.
Oh,
but you got that into it.
Dude, I will say this, and I can safely say this. It is like, especially the first few seasons.
Yeah.
Like 1 through to 5 is fucking solid.
Really?
It's good. It's good writing. It's
I'll
really
tell my wife.
entertaining. Yeah. It's all on Netflix. It's all on Netflix except for maybe the last season. Last season you can stream it. You can stream it. There's mad services that are just streaming it.
I'll check it out. I
720p.
I know a bunch of people that are in it. The memes don't stop. So yeah, I'll check it out.
Man,
Definitely.
it's definitely good.
Modern
definitely
Family.
What are your thoughts, bro? Wait, hold on. Before we go there, right?
Okay.
Has there been another thing where you finished and you're like, I really miss these people? Scrubs. Oh, yeah,
Yes.
that was heartbreak. Oh, the way how they finish it, too. Wait, no, there's 2 types of finishing.
Yeah, they finished it a couple of times.
Right.
I've seen that show more than any other show though.
Okay.
The Scrubs. Yeah.
The one that killed me is when it's not the final ending. It's the one where there's no more Zach
Zach Braff.
Yeah, when Zach Braff leaves.
Yeah, I don't think that was around season 9 or something. Yeah, that was a tough one.
Yeah.
And then they came all these randoms, and Aziz Ansari was in the show and shit.
Oh, he was?
And,
Okay.
yeah, James Franco's brother,
Oh, I
Dave
seen him.
Franco.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
they
like him.
replaced Zach Braff with 4 interns.
Yeah.
And they try to like use each one of them as the main character in a way.
Right. They should have
And,
just ended it when Zach gone. I guess there was
but,
money to be had.
people
It was
got to
making
get
money.
paid.
Yeah,
Yeah,
making
people were
that
like,
money.
hey, Zach Braff is leaving. What do you guys want to do? They're like, we want to make some money. Can we
Yeah.
still keep getting 500,000 an episode? And
Right,
we're like,
yeah.
all right. We'll keep doing that.
Yeah. That Dr. Cox's final monologue or whatever about, and then he finally gets the hug. Man, that one.
Great show.
Great show. Great show. That's
underrated.
what.
Go
that
check it out, people.
Yeah, go check that out. That show.
It's all on YouTube.
Is what made Justin TV.
Yeah. It was such a big part of what was on Justin TV.
Yeah.
It was like
That
6
was-
channels for Scrubs all the time, just running from start to finish.
Yeah, that was
Episode
Justin
after
TV's like crown jewel.
Yes.
You want to watch some? Oh man, it was
They
fantastic.
used to do a Star Trek too. They're just like unlimited Star Trek.
Oh, yeah?
Next Generation, Deep Space Nine, Enterprise.
Right,
Yeah.
nerd shit.
Nerd shit, dude. Nerds will
Yeah.
just watch the same shit over and over again. I know, because I'm a nerd. I was
Right.
watching those things there. Yo, you look like you're in the dark. I love it.
Now I'm definitely in the dark. One of my
Yeah,
lights
people
gave out.
don't know. People don't know in the podcast. People are just listening. But if
Yeah,
I'm
we
talking
got some
to a
people
dark-
watching these days. You know?
Yeah.
We got some people watching these days. Did you see the NDP guy calls out a racist? Calls out someone who's racist. Like, you are racist.
I love how little you know about the situation. Keep going. I'm gonna let you break this whole thing down.
All right, here we go. You know what's sad? It's
Yeah.
it's not gonna be anywhere as thorough as the Chris D'Elia.
Listen, we met this guy. We had him on the podcast. There was a
No, we
mobile
didn't have him on the podcast.
We had Jagmeet Singh on the podcast.
Oh, I mean, he was just like a 5-minute feature.
Yeah, he stood on there. He had he had the recorder. We stood by. We took a picture.
Yeah, that's
You
true.
don't know the guy's name. You're just like that NDP guy. That's pretty rude.
I'm sorry, Jagmeet. But anyway, so they were passing a motion along the lines of, because of all of these, all of the protests and whatnot. They were trying to put forward some actual things that they can change, right? So one of them was like police officers should focus on de-escalating. Another one was, okay, I don't remember the other ones, but it was like very,
sure.
and the thing is that like what the things that they were proposing was it's one of those things where it's like, even if you're not a believer of, you know, defund the police at all, like even if you're not a believer in that at all, you can still look at these points and be like, yeah, those ones make sense.
Yeah.
Those ones make
Right.
sense. Oh, it's like there's another one. Like if someone, you know, the mental health check. So because you call cops for mental health check, and he's saying, shouldn't there be like mental health experts that come to those calls as opposed to sending a cop to do it? You know, all of these things make super sense. Like there's no one really can say like no.
Who did he call a racist though?
The guy from Quebec. Dude, block something or other.
And then he was like, "Hey man, this guy called me a racist.
Yeah.
You can't call other people names." And he's like, "What name did you call him?" He's like, "I called him a racist."
Yeah.
Like,
He
take it back.
reiterates.
He's like, "I won't take it back."
He reiterates, and then after they ask him, oh, we would ask you to leave, and he stands up and he's like, I will not. He sits back down again.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man, even
Yeah.
he was like, "Oh, what do I do now?"
It was hard to tell because the video I was watching, they were speaking in French, which I understand, but they kept on doing the voiceover, like English over the
right,
French.
right,
So I
right,
was
right.
trying to hear what she was saying, but I'm pretty sure that's what it was. But like, he reiterates, he says that he's a racist. He sits down. They ask him to leave. He stands back up and he says, "I will not," and he sits back down again. And then I think they compel him somehow. For him
They
to
come.
go.
No, those are the rules. We don't want to escort you with a cop. It's just that's how it goes. You have to leave now.
Yeah.
I had that in a classroom once where a teacher sent a kid outside because he was being disruptive, and then he
Yeah.
was like, "No, I'll just be good. Let me sit." He's like,
Yeah.
"No, I sent you outside." He's like, "No, I'm just gonna sit here." He's
Mm-hmm.
like, "You can't sit here." We're all like in the classroom looking around. They're like, and then the teacher told him that he was gonna call his parents, and he said, "Go ahead, they're never home." And then the teacher let him
that's
stay.
heartbreaking.
Yeah, and the teacher let him stay.
Yeah, at that point, you know, what are you gonna do? Because like
Yeah.
he has no home now, he has no class.
Yeah.
You're gonna
now
take
you're
a
trying to
class,
set him. You're trying to make him stand outside.
right? Yeah, have a heart.
We're laughing.
Yeah, because you don't know the you don't know the ramifications of this guy's life. You don't know.
Yo, listen, man. And when I was when you're in inner city, there's just like some kids you can tell the only food they eat is at school.
Oh man,
That
must be
lunch
tough.
food
Yeah.
is all their food, and they will steal food.
Yeah.
And you got to let them steal their food. Sometimes
Yeah.
they'll even steal your food.
Hey.
I've had that. I had a kid used to steal my food.
What
I
are you
didn't have
gonna
the
do?
balls to say it, but I also was like, this guy's really poor, guys. Like,
Yeah,
he needs
yeah.
this food. you
Yeah,
know?
let him eat the food. Let him eat the
Yeah, it
food.
was crazy.
I just figured out a litmus test to measure how much fun I had in various stages of my life,
Okay.
like in academics. Okay,
Hmm.
I just came up with this litmus test over here.
Yeah.
From grade 1 to grade 12.
Yeah.
Okay, I've only been sent to the office maybe once. Did something crazy with scissors, and then but for the most part. No, I didn't get sent outside. I didn't have to. I wasn't like super rowdy, so that they had to, make me like talk to my parents. Nothing, 0. They didn't even. It was like, I was mostly ignored. In university, I got moved. Like professors actually requested that I not sit in one spot, and then they moved me closer, at least 4 times throughout my
Why?
university career. Why?
You made friends? You had like, you just making fun of.
Had so much
professors in
fun.
the back?
Was having so much fun, bro. So much fun.
That is awesome. Look at you, man.
Yeah. I just realized that. That's no wonder I liked university so much. University was super fun. Dude, at
I
that
also
point
like that. I also like, you know how much fun I had? They moved
got
me.
moved. Yeah. They had a request. They need to move. They're like, you are being disrespectful or disruptive. I need you to move. And they pull me from one spot and they make me sit closer to the front. It happened.
You feel like you feel like you came back from prison. You're like, yep. Badass over here. They made me move.
right? I did a bid.
I'm gonna corrupt you guys now.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was fun.
That's nice.
I
Man.
freaking
I like
loved.
that.
I freaking loved.
I had a teacher once, and I was being an asshole, and I was sitting on my chair, but not on the part I should sit on.
Okay, you're sitting on
You
the
know-
back of it.
Yeah, I'm sitting on the back of it, and my feet are in where my butt
Right,
should
right
be.
where your butt should be. Yeah, yeah.
And she's like, "You need to sit in your chair." And I am in my. I was like, "I am in my chair."
no.
And she was like, "You're gonna make me send you outside." And I sat down in my chair.
Yeah.
I sat in the normal spot. I was like, "I don't want to go outside with that other homeless kid."
Right?
Yeah. God, no.
Was this in the less
Yeah.
affluent
Yeah.
school?
No. I didn't. There were just no brown people for you to act up. I felt like they wouldn't even send you outside. They just send you outside of the country. It's like you go wait in Mexico, you know,
Oh, yeah,
right
that's
now.
true, right? It's like refugee. Yeah, you can't. Yeah. You don't want to mess. You don't want to mess around with that at all. You should be like a model student.
Yeah, model citizen, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Well, also when you don't have like, you know, when you're in Texas and you're just around white people, it's different. I don't know. You need to be model everything because I feel like they would exaggerate. You know, they'd be like, yeah, and
Yeah, he did
know.
this.
and he did this,
Yeah.
like something some other guy did
Yeah,
3 years ago.
He
that
threw
they
a
couldn't
rock at
figure
a
out.
baby. Like, how are you gonna
Yeah.
prove that you didn't?
Yeah, I wasn't even there. But honestly, Texas is, you don't want to be on anybody's radar. I was late to class and they like sent me to 80 hours to community service. So trust me, you don't want to be on any
In a prison,
radars.
right?
Yeah, in a juvenile detention and a minimum security prison
There you go.
for like 2 months on
Mm-hmm.
the weekends mowing lawns at least Saturday, if not Saturday, Sunday.
Did you learn how to make a shiv while you were there?
I learned how to mow a really good lawn.
Oh, that's disappointing.
Like-
Did you do any boofing?
No, I didn't see any of the residents.
Oh, you didn't do any boofing.
No,
because
I would go there.
If you met
Yeah.
them, then they would be like, "Do you know what boofing is?"
I don't know, not at all. I hope I never do, but tell me.
All right, boofing is a term for you to smuggle things into prison
Oh no.
via your butt.
Yeah.
Okay.
I figured that's how you were doing it.
Right? So like, you talk to an inmate, you think he's your friend, and all of a sudden he's like, "Listen, right?
You've been boofed.
He's like, you're gonna go talk to my friend, and then you're gonna pick up a couple baggies or a cell phone. Oh, you want the bags? You don't even want the cell phone." He's like, "You pick up the cell phone, and you're gonna boof it for me."
Damn.
Yeah, and he's got
A
people
cell
on the
phone.
streets.
I would get that. Have you seen the new Palm cell phone that's like tiny? It's like this big.
Okay, no, I haven't seen it. but
Dude,
okay.
they have this tiny cell phone. It's like this big.
Right, that's what you would get.
and they released it this year.
Yeah.
People are really. I might. You know what? I just realized I've tried to put a suppository up my butt once and couldn't do that. So
Okay.
like I don't think I can put a cell phone up my butt.
I don't think so. And I don't think the
think I
guy's
could
going to
put
be if he's not going to look, he's going to want to see pictures of his various baby mamas.
Right.
That's out there, right? So
Yeah,
he's not gonna ask for a small little flip phone or like a a minimalist
Yeah,
device.
well.
He's asking for an iPhone like 10 Max,
Nah,
okay,
man,
the
he's
widescreen
gonna-
one.
If he's smart, he's getting a Kindle. You know?
It's black and white, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't want something electrical up my butt.
Hmm.
Kindle
crazy.
doesn't have its own light. If you're in a dark room with a Kindle,
Yeah.
You
That's
can't
why it's
read
good.
it.
That's why it's good for your eyes, man. That's why it's good for
yeah,
your
it makes
eyes.
sense.
You know what's fascinating? The stuff that that prisoners build.
Mm-hmm.
I watched an entire mini documentary about
What was
how.
it called? Is it called Ganglands? Because I saw Ganglands.
No, I haven't. Tell me
Oh,
about
you gotta
that.
watch Ganglands,
Tell me about
dude.
that.
This is what you do. Ganglands likes to break everything down racially,
Okay.
and then gang.
Well, that's the way how you're
right?
supposed to do it.
Oh, it's the best. It's
Yeah.
like, hey, these are your Mexicans.
Yeah.
If you were to look them and say they're Mexicans, you'd be wrong, because they're these sub gangs
Right.
of Mexicans.
A lot of people from El Salvador.
Oh,
they're
dude.
13s.
It's amazing, and they all have slightly different tattoos,
Oh.
and they have weapons that they make out of like a bottle cap that they found, and a toothbrush
Yeah.
that they've sharpened down to like a perfect point.
Oh yeah.
And it's really good. Some of them was like, this guy made an arrow, and he even had feathers on it somehow. Like he had feathers in the arrow that he made.
Right. So speaking about the stuff that they made, the
Yeah.
way how they make a tattoo gun is ridiculous. How they make a tattoo gun. They so like let's say you have like a CD player or any type of mechanism that would have a motor, and they would use that motor and then like find a needle, and they would take a pen and they build a tattoo gun out of like a pen, a needle, and a small little motor, and they rewire it, and they got like little D batteries and stuff, and that's the way how they power it. And then the way how they get ink is that they get newspapers, and then you burn the newspapers until it becomes ash mixed with the ink, and then after they like rehydrate it or something else, and then that's what they're using. They're using
God.
newspaper ink. Yeah.
That's so ingenuitive. Like,
Oh, it's crazy. Like I could watch an entire documentary of just the shit that they build. Like how it's made prison style.
that is so cool. I did you see anything in terms of like when they have fights? What kind of shit they do?
No.
I saw one fight and was on video,
Hold my
and two guys
pocket.
started fighting, and the inmates just wanted the fight to continue,
Yeah.
so they didn't make a sound. They just let the fight. These two guys just beat the crap out of each other, and nobody made one sound.
That's so scary. I think that's
Yeah.
more scary. Like
Yeah,
the only way that all of these prisoners will unite is over the hurting of another human.
jeez, crazy talk, man.
It is crazy talk. I don't want to go to prison.
No, I would hate to go to.
What was
prison.
your you remember any good prison movies? What's a good prison movie?
Shawshank is the best. That's my favorite.
Wow,
Shawshank
you talking?
Redemption.
Yeah, that's a classic. Yeah.
That would be the one. The rest, I don't know. I
Shawshank.
don't know if I have one that stands out. I also like The Rock, but that's not the prison movie.
No,
even
it's
though it
not.
happens.
Although that
Yeah.
happens there. You know what else is very good, brother? A movie called Felon.
Felon. Who's in this?
Val Kilmer,
Oh, I used to love Val Kilmer.
and he's fat in this.
Shit.
So it's like 2008. Okay, it's in 2008. Let's see over here. Steven Dorff is in this
Okay.
movie. Yeah, and
know who
Val
that
Kilmer,
is.
big Val Kilmer.
Big Val Kilmer.
Big Val Kilmer. It's rated 7.4 on IMDb and has been out since 2008. Dude, this is
That's
a
not
legit
bad.
movie. This movie is a legit
Felon.
movie. So
You
essentially
want
what
to watch
happens
it
is this,
together?
right? Wait,
You can
man.
watch it on Zoom.
Yo, let's freaking do it. Let's freaking do it.
Let's
Right?
watch Felon together.
Well, if that's the case, then after I'm not gonna tell you about it.
Okay, let's watch it.
Yeah.
I'll get Farah.
100%
We'll
down.
sit down and watch this movie together.
100% down. We can press play. Yo, have you seen the Netflix thing? So like I can so I'll open
Yeah,
up Netflix.
I haven't
and
used
click-
it yet.
Yeah, I used it. It's pretty fun.
Let's do it.
Yeah, because
Let's try to do it before our next podcast.
I don't know if Netflix has Felon on though.
This is some bullshit again, Netflix.
yeah.
I will
You gotta
stab
do
you
that.
in the left eye.
But it's good, and also it's got like a chat bar, so you can react to shit that's on like live.
just emojicons.
Yeah,
I would
yeah.
like. That's what I like.
Yeah, that's
No words.
that's Muslim high school dating.
Yeah. Did he send you an eggplant? Astaghfirullah. Get out of here.
I never did that, man. It was classier than that. Send a samosa.
Yeah.
I think that's it, man. You got anything else? What do you got planned?
No.
Call it.
No, I think it's it. Yeah.
All right.
I thought you were just gonna end it instinctually. I think that's it.
All right, this is good, people. This has been episode 240 SX of Crash and Flow. I had to say this. There's going to be 3 people maybe that know what that car is. I can't say the name as a car guy. I can't say the number 240 without saying SX at the end of it. Do your Googles. It's a beautiful car. Anyway, take care of yourselves. We'll be back in a week. Good night.
Yo.